What if there was a way to stop wasting time on your phone?
Give me my phone!
I wish there was a way to do that, because recently I've been really upset with myself. I've been wasting so much time on my phone, it feels like I'm just throwing away my 20s. So I did something that changed everything.
Congratulations, your phone is now dumb.
Meaning it's now literally impossible for me to access these distractions on my phone. And what happened truly blew my mind. And for the next 7 days, let's see what I spend my time on instead of wasting it all on mindless distractions.
Somebody's gonna have a good day. You didn't doom scroll today.
The morning went great. I rolled right into my first hour work block, then my second, and my third. But then around 1 p.m., my willpower started to run low. I could either do another hour, or... Well, at least I didn't get distracted from my phone, but I still found a way to do so. And that made me realize I can actually take this experiment to the next level. Instead of just filling up each of the moments before I switch from activity to activity to activity, instead of filling it up with like checking Instagram, I'm just present with myself. But I'm missing out on like checking on my Instagram stories. Yeah, I just can see what my friends are up to. It's day 2 now. Got it in New York, so loud. Instead of it just being on my phone, now I'm not gonna be able to use any of these distracting apps on my computer as well. Yeah. Go find Sheriff. Can you put the password in?
No.
Please? You're the only one that has it, dude. Oh, he did it, yes. And the deed is done. It's now literally impossible for me to access any distracting apps or websites on any of my devices. So I'm just casually working, and usually I'll give myself like a little dopamine hit throughout it, but I can't. I'm already missing it. It's just a couple hours into it. And completely blocking all of these digital distractions left a lot of extra time in my day, which was beautiful. But one secret reason I wanted to do this experiment is because I believe that the infinite access to strong, pleasurable feelings from the internet is making us more unhappy than ever. Instead of experiencing our problems, that maybe we don't like our job, maybe we're unhappy with the way that we look, or maybe we're lonely, we choose to run away from our problems. But what if experiencing the pain was actually the solution? But for now, I'm gonna go spend the extra time that I would have spent scrolling on social media sharing an amazing experience with my friends. Today, we're doing a boxing class, and it didn't turn out exactly how I expected. I think I hurt my wrist, ergo why I'm shaking. Also, I always shake. Yesterday, at least I found I was way more productive. I don't know, I can just be more present in the moment. Present at the moment as I'm holding a camera, walking around the city.
You're not being present with me, you're talking to your camera.
So I've really fallen out of doing my meditation practice, but now that I'm literally having more time in my days, I can actually make time for these positive habits that make me a better version of myself. I've even been testing out this kind of dumb tracker. Those are the habits that I want to do. And speaking of that, I'm gonna get into meditation with good old Sam Harris.
Stare deeply into the darkness.
Oh, that's always so good. And through a mindfulness practice, we can actually realize that experiencing our pain is the solution. It becomes the first step towards change. We now know what to solve. But here's where I struggle the most. I'll come up with the solution, and sure, it'll work for a little bit, but then I'll always find a way to break the rules, which in my head means that I'm a failure. This leaves me feeling like shit, and the progress I've just made is soon gone because I've downward spiraled into a collection of bad habits. It feels like as hard as I push, I'm making no progress at all. Like I'm fighting against myself. So I went to go talk with a close friend to see if he could help me. As you know, it feels like I push and I push and I push and just nothing really moves.
The question is, why do you push?
It feels like there's such a beautiful future. I'm very much a dreamer, but there's also this huge amount of pain that's there as well. It's this worry in the back of my head that I need to work really, really hard. And if I work really, really hard, then I won't have time to like live a balanced life. I want to be like a father, or I want to be a really good friend, or all of these various things. And I go, oh, is this the trade-off of success?
What it's sharing with me is that you're looking at the world through this lens of these beliefs. And then the question I would ask you is, whose beliefs are they really?
Probably beliefs of circumstance. I don't know if this is the actual answer to the question. This is another thing I always say. It's like, I don't know if this is the right answer, and I'm just scared to say the thing that I feel.
Well, so why do you say that? Is it a fear of being wrong?
Yes.
Or is it a fear of committing?
Both.
But what are you linking with failure? The reporter that asked Thomas Edison, oh, how many tries did it take to make the light bulb? And it was like, oh, over 1,000. And the reporter said to him, oh, so you failed over 1,000 times? And he said, no. I now know 1,000 ways not to make a light bulb. And for you, just knowing you, my suggestion is to stop doing things slowly. Most people wait for everything to get lined up before they jump. And what they said was, you need to just focus on the feeling of what the outcome and the possibility of that outcome provides. And everything else will conspire to line up to get you to that outcome. Can you just leap and trust that there's a net underneath you?
Yes.
Then stop doing things slowly.
Yeah.
Just leap.
I could do that. And after talking to Louis, I knew exactly what I needed to do. But before we do that, for those of you who want to remove all the distractions from your devices as well, here's exactly how you do it. As you probably guess, it works by exploiting screen time. This is a setting built into Apple products that helps you reduce the time on your devices. But unfortunately, it's not perfect. You can set a passcode to actually block certain apps and websites. But if you know the code, you can easily bypass it. The only trick here is you can have someone else set that passcode. So when you've gone up to your limit on a certain app and you want to try to bypass it, you can't. All of the instructions will be on screen right now, and I'll link some instructions in the description as well. So we're just about to go to somewhere really cool, and I'm gonna do one of those cool little transitions to get us there. Did it work? I'm in the middle of the woods on a little organic farm, and the reason I'm here is I've always wanted to do a digital detox. When's the last time I was actually fully disconnected from the internet and just present with myself? Honestly, the last time was when I was a kid, when I used to go camping during the summers, where I would spend all day quickscoping. So I desperately needed some time to be present with myself. And I'm gonna use this locked box to lock up my phone for the next 44 hours. I have no idea what I'm gonna do. It's just gonna be me, my mind, and nature. I'm already like, what's happening in the real world? At first, I honestly had no idea what to do with this extra time. But then I started to realize there is something about simple living. It's just so nice. I think so often in life we try to figure out the complex solutions to things, but the simplest things are oftentimes the most beautiful and the most enjoyable. And this trip has really been teaching me that. Stop trying to run away from these like simple feelings. It can literally just be, I'm bored, and just sitting in it. It doesn't have to be good or bad. Wow, I'm so tired. In the moments like right now, I don't really want to do anything. It would be nice to be able to scroll. But the only thing I am finding is like, I feel like I'm limited to what I can do with one's time. So like for example, today I wanted to go on a hike and I don't have access to Google Maps. So there was fear in my head of like, what happens if I'm on the trail and I get lost? I just feel like I'm stupid and weaker without technology. It's sad to say, but how do we approach that relationship with our tech and be more intentional about it instead of having it be in control of the behaviors and actions and things that we do? Instead, we can. And we can then give ourselves time to think. Like I had when I was on this trip. And the biggest learning I had is that success lives in the land of failure. The only way I can ever truly fail is if I give up. Instead, I must see each failure as a lesson, helping me on my journey to become the person I need to be to create the life I truly want. Oh my God, it's back. Oh, my precious. Before I check it, right now, there's so much mental clarity in my life, and I'm worried I'm going to lose this feeling. But to make sure that doesn't happen, here are the rules that I'm going to continue using. And I've actually secretly been using for the last 3 months. The most important lesson is that willpower will always lose. Systems are the gift that keep on giving. Just look at my screen time. It literally went down like crazy, and it's allowed me to start living my best life. Here's a video I think you would love, and thank you so much for spending your time with me.